It is December 31st, 2019. Basically, the last day in the year. And as of tomorrow, it's going to be a new year. And I would probably say it's shaping up to be a very bullish year in terms of crypto. And I just wanted to pretty much make a quick video to kind of highlight what I've learned being in the crypto space a while, especially um, around 2017, 2018, in that bullish market, and pretty much what I plan to do differently if 2020 works out to be a bullish year as expected. So what I have here is pretty much just my cryptocurrency portfolio. I'm in no way an expert in the space. I am not a financial advisor like a lot of the YouTubers like to say, and this definitely isn't financial advice. And again, bear in mind, as I said, I'm in no way an expert, and I'm no whale. I don't have a lot of money, or I never had a lot of money, and I still don't have a lot of money in the crypto space. Um, but with that being said, just wanted to share kind of what I learned um, last bull market, and just see what I can learn from that, and hopefully make some money this time around, and not really be in a bad position. Because if you're like me and you've been in crypto a while, and you have been hodling, as they like to call it, especially if you're hodling altcoins, let's just say, yeah, it hasn't been a good year for you in general. But yeah, enough with the rambling. Let me just kind of share what I've learned. So what I'm bringing up on screen is my cryptocurrency portfolio. Um, I would say, unfortunately, it's 100% altcoins, and as mentioned before, it has far from being a good year in at all. So as a matter of fact, it has been a bad year. Um, but you know, you learn, you live and you learn, basically, and that's what I hope to do for 2020. I just wanted to share that. All right, so as you can see, I have about 31 coins, 31 altcoins at that. Um, in no way any of these are worth a lot of money in terms of even my holdings, and kind of the thought process into this, back in 2000, and it's funny, I was in the crypto space a while. I think probably, let me see, it was around, I think, from the Mount Gox incident, I was in the crypto space. So that's what Mount Gox was, when I think 5 years ago. Yeah, if my maths is correct. So I'm looking at about maybe 2014, 2015, thereabout. And sadly, I did a lot of things, and I made a lot of mistakes, and it's far from ideal. So I actually had some Bitcoins. I think I had a total of probably two Bitcoins back then. I think it was about $200. I genuinely don't remember. But long story short, currently I don't have any. I do plan to get some, and again, I'll also cover what I learned and what I'll be doing differently, and that is definitely one of those things, to get my hands on some Bitcoin as well as some Ether. But from an altcoin perspective, what did I learn and what can I do differently this time around? So right now I think even a few of these coins are no longer valid, because they're probably dead, or just altogether maybe they forked and I wasn't holding it somewhere where I was transferred over to the new blockchain. But yeah, I'll get into that. So in total, this is what I have, and my entire portfolio at the moment is currently worth 266 US dollars, and that's 35,000 339 Jamaican dollars. I'm purposely just not speaking about the cents. But yeah, so basically 266 US dollars worth is in my portfolio. As a matter of fact, up until probably A week ago, it was only worth $66 until I put $200 on XRP. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that because I realize the crypto space is not really loving XRP, but I am. And I think, um, it will be, or it could be worthwhile in the end. That's my decision. Sticking with that one. That's not what this video is about. But yeah, so up until about a week ago, I my entire portfolio was worth $66. Um, Coming from all the way up at one point it was all the way at $1,300. So all the way up from 1,300 US dollars to $66. I don't even need to calculate how bad of a loss that is. Um, and the key thing to note is that initially my portfolio started with only a $20 investment. And I did the stupid thing of, as a lot of people did, and I pretty much invested in the market when the market was high. I think I put about 420 US dollars on it. So probably out of this, call it $1,300, only $500 was money that I invested in the market. The rest of it was from mining, I think, and as well as just pretty much profit that I made from being in the space a bit earlier before the market really hit bullish. But again, I was foolish in kind of holding on to, not holding on at least, but investing when the market was high. I got very caught up in FOMO and I just started throwing money at it. But that's not really what I learned from 2017 to 2018. What I pretty much learned in terms of, especially when it comes on to altcoins, is that yeah, I know that crypto is an emerging technology and it will definitely be worth a lot in the future. So my psychology was this, if I hold on to these coins, it will definitely pay off in the long run. And what I've kind of learned is that maybe it wasn't the best idea to hold on to all the coins and every bit of all the coins I had. Um, it would have been very strategic had I sold and then dollar cost average back in and purchased some of these coins. I would have, one, been able to recover my initial investment, as well as just pretty much hang on to those holdings still, by just repurchasing into the market in a very strategic way. Um, so, in a nutshell, I probably, looking at my graph, um, yeah, this is a graph that pretty much tracks the price of all kinds that I have, and it has been tracking it, as you can see, since January 5th, 2018. It just locks in the price at the end of the day, and I can just basically look back at it as historical data. Um, but let's look at the USD total. So if, let's say, the market was crashing, the sad thing is a lot of these coins I got in at the top, so that was kind of a problem. But let's say just in general, those that I didn't get in at the top, once I saw the market getting really bullish and I saw a good return, a good strategy would have been to just sell a few of those coins and just anticipate the market correcting and then just buy back in at a better price. I think even looking at this graph, I could have probably sold here. Again, you can't really predict the top, so it is kind of a gambling game in a sense, but you can't really predict the top. But let's say, for argument's sake, I could have sold here at the top, which was when I started tracking it, which would have been January 5th, 2018. Let's say I sold here. I could probably just wait on the market to correct, and which it did at the end of January, because I'm seeing about January 27th. There was a big dip. I could have easily repurchased a few of these coins. Probably sold a few again. This looks like about March there was a upward movement again. I could have sold, bought back in here, sold again here when it moved back up, and then after this crash and this bearish market for literally the last 2 years, um, I could have literally just been dollar cost averaging and just getting back a few of these coins back that I already sold, and just wait to anticipate another bull run, which again I'm predicting. Um, I say I'm predicting like I'm the only one. I'm just looking at a lot of the technical analysis and just kind of seeing trader sentiments overall just shifting to a more bullish kind of mentality. So I see it happening in 2020. So I could really and truly just be looking at, buying in a few more of these coins and just over time accumulate exactly what I have now, and I wouldn't be looking at a loss. Um, so just to kind of cover what I've pretty much learned in this market in 2017 and 2018, maybe it's not the best idea to hodl all your coins, especially altcoins. It's probably a good idea to really just, I wouldn't say day trade, because day trading is not a good idea in crypto, at least in in my view. I would just say at least just look at how the market is moving and just make a realistic decision to sell some of your coins to even just recover your initial investment. So for me, the plan for 2020 and forward, as I accumulate some of these coins and I hope to get some Bitcoin before the market becomes bullish again, just basically just get a few of these coins, and then as I see good movement in the market, I'll just sell a few and hang on the rest, just in case the market just keeps on going. You don't really miss out. But if the market corrects, you can dollar cost average in and really look at making a lot more profits. I think that would have been the best idea for me. Obviously, there's no way to predict the top, but you can really be strategic in terms of these investments, or in terms of selling a few of these coins, just to make sure that you can recover initial investment while still having a foot in. Because I every time I look back at this graph, sorry about that, my phone was ringing. Every time I look back at this graph, I literally just want to beat myself up, because like you could literally see it. The market just kept crashing and crashing and really and truly just crashing. And again, while I wouldn't recommend selling because the market is crashing, I think it would have been a good idea had I sold some of my coins and just looked to recover my holdings over time by just dollar cost averaging. It would have been a lot better for me. But to move from 1,300 US dollars to $66, and I'm a Jamaican, so I'm looking at literally, there was a point where my entire portfolio that is now worth 35,000 Jamaican dollars was worth literally, and I don't remember what the USD exchange rate was at that point. But to just even look at what it is right now, that would be, let me just see, 1,000, let's say 1,300 USD to JMD. That would have literally been $172,000, like legit, based off today's exchange rate. Like, I want to beat myself up, but again, you live and you learn, and you'll just make better decisions as you learn from those mistakes you made. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to make a quick video in terms of what I've learned. I know I'll get a lot of heat for still looking at altcoins, especially when I look at the fact that I'm still holding on to Ripple and I've actually put new investments in. But again, I'm still learning in this space, and I will really and truly, at least from a investment perspective in terms of how I held on to those coins, I'll pretty much learn from that. And again, I will be looking to accumulate some Bitcoin as well, hopefully before the market goes on another bull run. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my video of me just rambling about the crypto space and pretty much what I don't know in the crypto space. But again, I'm willing to learn, and I have learned from the previous year. So, like this video if you like what I'm talking about. Also, open the conversation in the description of this video, letting me know what you think. And, maybe you can share some ideas with me, and, subscribe to my channel if you want to hear about um, my progression in the crypto space. Thank you for watching.